Hey guys, Charlie from Adjust the Mic. Just need to do a little content disclaimer. Adjust the Mic is created for adult audiences only. Unless you're a terrible parent, we advise listener and reader discretion for graphic depictions of terrible things that are involved in our lives. It might get dangerous on this podcast, but we're all in this together. Enjoy the show. He's got space. She's got the brewery. I'm dumb, and you're dumb.
Yeah. Stop.
Like we're dumb.
Declan, you like the Foo Fighters?
No. So, are you just going to ask me questions and I can answer it and then we'll go from there? And you can edit out anything that makes me look stupid? Or if I say something really messed up that needs to be gone?
Yeah, let's talk about how much we hate Scott, guys.
This is my checker.
I want to
How you doing, people?
wake up, feel fine, grab my baggies off the clothesline. I want to wake up, restore, thinking back on the night before. I said yeah, then I did it. Having not a
Feels like a
second
rape
thought.
dungeon in here.
I know exactly what he tastes like.
I said yeah, then I did it. La 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 la.
Just a Michael.
No. You cannot buy the beer. No. I always blame the beer.
Okay, here's the show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 113 of Adjust the Mic.
Yeah.
To my right, the hostess with the mostest, with a giant computer screen in front of his face, or TV. I can't tell. Scott Geiser.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, buddy. He's making noises now. To my left,
They can't hear the noises, Charlie.
okay. To my left, the craft beer queen, Miss Colleen.
How are you now?
Hey, girl.
Hey.
And down yonder is the Milky Way Mandingo, better known as Viking Metal Chris.
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
That's the best.
I need a real sound clip.
Yeah.
I already sent it to you.
I told you I need a better one.
What?
And joining us tonight, the general manager of the Adjust the Mic Fantasy Football League, and all around great guy, Travis Melvin.
How's everybody doing?
What's up, buddy?
There's AKA attracts all kinds of injuries and trouble. You can name him kind of all kinds of.
He's our general
We need to have
manager.
some AKA.
Gotta have some respect.
GM.
And then I still haven't given him $20 for the league. So
Oh, crap.
Hey,
It's the commissioner, by the way.
He's
not the
my
general
yeah,
manager.
the commissioner.
The commissioner.
for sure.
And
hey,
before
dock
we
him
go
games.
further,
Dock him wins if he doesn't.
I
pay.
haven't fucking won. You can't talk me a win if I haven't won.
Everybody's got till week 4. Everybody's been pretty good.
Okay.
and then piloting the ship as always is Charles in charge.
Oh,
up,
sorry.
guys?
Yeah, Charlie's here.
You feeling better this week, buddy?
Feeling good, man.
Nice.
Feeling really good.
Okay.
You're coming off vacation time, right?
First day back tomorrow.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough.
It's not fun.
It's gonna be like
And
getting
I
out
know
of a warm bed to a
I
cold
know
shower.
I'm going into a 12 to 16 hour day.
Ooh,
Yeah.
man.
Are you pumped?
No. I
You have
might,
signs on the way saying,
I might-
congratulations, Charlie.
I might call in sick.
No.
You know, as long as
Yeah.
you have it in your head that you know it's gonna be a long shift, that makes it easier.
No.
There's nothing worse than getting to the end of an 8-hour
Oh,
shift.
yes.
Oh.
And the
yes.
boss
Yeah.
like, hey, oh, by the way, you're here 4 more hours.
Yeah.
Really?
Which happens. Not to me so much, but which is a good thing. But so what's going on? What do you guys want to talk about? What are we into this week?
All kinds of stuff.
What do you want to start it off with? I know we were on the message that we have, Facebook Messenger.
I want to talk about Britney Spears.
we were going in kind of hard on the video. How does MTV have video music awards when they don't show fucking videos?
It's
Great
so
question.
weird.
I was actually wondering that was still a thing when I saw
I
that.
guess so. Yeah.
And who did about
Well,
out
they
of-
do. We've watched music videos on here before.
Sure.
With like Little Nas X and all that stuff. So they're putting them out. We're just not seeing them on that platform.
Here's what's happening: is you have to go to Pluto TV or Peacock, like some of those like basic TV channels, and they still have the old Yo MTV raps
Yeah.
from the '90s. Are all like they have the old shit MTV, but ever since
Headbangers
like
Ball?
the Real World.
Yes.
And all of those,
Jersey
reality,
Shore.
all those
Challenge.
reality TV shows, they took over MTV, and MTV hasn't, they haven't been able to get back on track. They
It
just
wouldn't work
haven't.
now anyways.
So looking at the highlights of these
Probably right.
VMAs, I don't know anybody.
Yeah, out of 100% of the performers, what percentage, Charlie, do you think you recognized?
I knew who the Justin Bieber was because somebody told me, well, that's Justin Bieber.
That was it, huh?
Yeah. And he was all, like, he looked like Emperor Palpatine. He was like in a hood. You couldn't see him.
Well, because for a while there, that guy looked like a day labor, like, construction worker, right?
Yeah.
He was looking kind of rough.
He's been
How
putting
many
out.
people actually watch this?
Probably a lot.
The VMAs nowadays.
Probably a lot.
Because not as many
ratings
people
are.
watch regular TV the same, you know?
Probably a
Lil
lot.
Nas X looks like a real life Ruby Rod from
Yes.
frickin', what's the name of the damn movie?
A Fifth Element?
Fifth Element.
Yes.
I was like
Chris Tucker from that's a,
God, he looked
that was a
like,
deep grab right there.
I'm not hating on
That's
it, but
really
I was like,
good.
when I saw it, I was like, oh, he looks so much like
The
Ruby
more I
Rod
think about it,
from-
it's like really good.
He's killing it.
Yeah, I thought he looked like Coming to America, the singer that Eddie Murphy plays.
I
So-
think,
I think he looked
I
like
think
him.
shows
Chocolate?
like that.
Yes.
I would never watch shows like that. I just wait until the next morning because I know I'll see like all the important shit that I was that you should want to see. But then I'm watching. I knew Machine Gun Kelly and Travis Barker, and then I knew they gave the Foo Fighters a Global Icon Award,
That's
and
why
they
you watch.
performed like a medley of songs. Like,
Oh, they
at the
played?
end. Yes, but they played to these people that when you're looking at them, you're like, these people have never heard a fucking Foo Fighters song in their life. It's just like all these really pretty people all done up, just jumping around on
pretty
their
people
stage.
can like Foo Fighters.
Yeah, all right.
It's not like they're fucking
Hey,
undercover, undiscovered
maybe they
band.
were, but you can just tell it was all just, hey,
You
sit
look
here,
way too good to like this
watch
music.
this. They weren't real.
So for this year's, the ratings for this year's VMAs, they plummeted 17% in the key age group of audiences ages 18 to 49. But that's traditional television.
18 to 49.
But this shows how things are changing now. So they beat the Super Bowl in social media interactions with 38 million social media interactions.
And that was probably everybody, like the
Tweeting and all
the
that.
Conor
and-
McGregor Machine Gun Kelly thing.
Yeah.
The little Nas guy dressed up like sexual chocolate.
But what that shows is that people are still watching this, but they're watching it online. They're not watching on TV like
Okay.
they used to.
Well, they got our generation. Well, I like to say mine because I'm the oldest.
You are the oldest of
I'm the
all of us
oldest.
here.
They did the Madonna Cyndi Lauper. I just saw a picture, but Madonna looks like
What did they do?
Rob Halford.
Why were they there?
Rough.
Did they perform?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I just saw a picture, and Madonna looks like Rob
So
Halford with a
Cyndi,
wig.
yeah, Cyndi Lauper looks amazing, but man,
She
Madonna
really does.
has hit a hard wall.
It's a bad one. Can you pull that picture up, Scott?
It's got a lot of
I
work
don't know if you
done,
can pull that up.
front and
Like
back.
Dennis
That's what she
Rodman.
It's bad. The Madonna Cyndi Lauper
Oh
picture.
yeah.
Oh, it's so rough.
And I'm pretty sure, and I'm not a specialist, but I'm pretty sure she got ass implants.
oh,
It's either that or those
Madonna?
things that she's wearing under her butt cheeks
Yeah.
literally hold
You
her
got-
ass up
I
a
haven't
certain
seen this
way
picture.
and make it look rounder.
dude, Travis, you guys see this?
Like for real, that underwear and
Nice.
stuff she's wearing, it like holds it up like a push-up bra, but it's for
I mean,
your ass.
look at that, dude.
yeah.
That's Rob Halford's outfit.
It is.
So look at Cyndi Lauper. She
Cyndi
looks
Lauper looks
amazing.
fucking great.
She looks so good.
And then Madonna looks like she's had 1,000 surgeries done everywhere.
It looks like her face is stuck like that.
Yeah.
It probably is. Hey, Google Madonna's ass.
It looks like she's trying to be
Madonna's
Dolly
ass.
Parton, but she's
Oh yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Dolly
Don't-
Parton looks
don't-
so
Because
good.
Dolly
Dare
Parton
you
still looks
disrespect
amazing.
Dolly
Parton.
Oh, I love Dolly Parton.
She looks great.
I
Scott.
love Dolly Parton.
Go to the next one and show the ass implants on Madonna. It's really a sight to behold there, Travis.
I'm going to show it.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
there's Travis.
oh,
That's what I look like
There.
Sunday morning.
There we go.
Look at that.
There's something's going on.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen, I'm telling you that she can wear these black things underneath her ass and it pushes it up and it makes it look like
Maybe.
that.
you think that's an ass implant, or
I
you
think
really think
that's-
that fishnet is that strong?
I think it's
or is
Rob-
that chicken wire ghost?
The chicken wire
You
ghost.
might be right there.
I think it's
It
Rob
might be
Halford.
chicken wire.
Rob Halford.
I don't know, man. But it was kind of crazy how they put
That could be Photoshop because look how light those lines are right there.
You kind of feel bad though, right? It's like
no.
she's made her money based on her
Right.
image,
I
and
feel bad for
What
her.
is
Yeah,
there to
she's
feel
getting
bad about?
old.
She's fucking
She's
made
one of the
$1 million
greatest selling artists of all
but
time.
she's
She's
under
an amazing
so much
artist, too.
pressure to maintain her image that
Yes.
she's basically destroyed her body.
Because we're all shitty humans that judge
Yeah, it
everybody.
just
and
sucks.
Not to
right?
her.
Shade
She probably feels good.
Think so?
Probably.
She doesn't look bad.
I would
This
I
is
would
not
hope
bad.
so.
Like
Probably.
she doesn't have to really seriously worry about anything but her health and her image for the rest of her
How
life.
old is
She,
Madonna
she
now?
never has to work again, ever.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
like, what are we talking about? Just
I don't know.
Madonna.
How old is she?
50 something.
63.
No, she's not. Are you
Yep.
serious?
63.
Wow.
That's a pretty good ass for a
God
63-year-old.
bless her.
For real.
Real or fake, God
Yeah,
bless her.
63, you're doing all right.
Because even like you were talking about all these surgeries, like you have to grind to look that good too. You have to be able to work out and take care of yourself.
This
Yeah.
is the funniest. The Aaron Rodgers,
Okay,
Tom Brady.
Like, I'm sorry, guys. Let's just.
Hey, yeah, let's transition and pivot into this. Scott has a meme of Aaron Rodgers who looks like he's done all the meth, and Tom Brady who looks like he just got done eating avocado ice cream.
He's got his little hat on, all perfect, preppy, and
And Brady's 7 years older than A-Rod. Jesus.
Not A-Rod.
A-Rod.
A-Rod is Alex
No,
Rodriguez.
A-Rod is Aaron Rodgers.
I've never heard him called that.
No?
No.
No, they call him that.
Dude, I don't
Call
know
him
shit about
Travis.
sports, and I know A-Rod.
A-Rod played for the Alex Rodriguez, but they call him A-Rod too.
Do they?
Mhm.
That's totally confusing.
Yeah.
Wasn't it funny, Travis? I sent you that picture in the morning because, like, I'm trying to get ready for work, and they have like on the screen Aaron Rodgers' little picture at the bottom because they were talking about him. But I swear, I looked at the corner of my eye. I'm like, that's fucking Travis.
like.
It was the most Travis
No.
looking Aaron Rodgers. I swear to
Oh,
God.
not this big.
So we have
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers in with us today.
But I did look like that Sunday morning.
Like,
I had a pretty long Saturday
I have
night.
ever seen Aaron Rodgers look that bad before. Like, he's always been like, he's looked, like a good-looking dude. Like, he dresses up. He takes.
Right?
Is it the slick hair back and he's got like half an eyelid down?
Well, you know what it is though. It's
Is that just by getting hit
this
so much?
No,
No.
This is some photo editor who's because when they take photos of these guys, the photographers are shooting like
Find the
500
worst
photos,
and
right?
best.
So this photo editor said, "Let me find him mid-blink, in the middle of saying something, and let's find the most unattractive, unflattering photo possible." And then
So-
that's where you end up there.
So let's break this down.
Now,
I got a question.
Yeah, hold on. Now, he spent all off-season in Hawaii smoking weed and not even going to camp, didn't he? Didn't he show up to camp with like 3 weeks left before the start of the season?
I'm not sure.
But it looked pretty good in preseason. Well, not
He-
preseason, but in camp.
But he
was in
did,
camp,
yes. And it's Aaron Rodgers. So
It's-
And
it's
was
one-
it just
it's one
him?
game,
Was he
despite
the main
what,
problem, or was their offensive line bad? Like, was
Yeah, it was
just
the
him?
whole team.
The whole
The
team.
whole
was
team.
shit.
when you lose 30-something to 3, it's
Yeah,
the whole team.
That's
we
that's a bad
lose by
day.
35. No one's playing.
It's
Good.
the whole team.
So, Aaron Rodgers here. Like, that's kind of messed up that they took a picture, like you just said.
It's
They took a
media.
photographer and they took the best and the worst.
Mhm.
Like, isn't there an ethics if you're an NFL photographer that's
No.
showing up to get like, okay, if you're like a Magic, if you had the credentials to be an interviewer for the Orlando Magic, and you disrespect any kind of boundaries, you will be kicked out of being having those credentials.
You know-
can have your
Right.
credentials
But
revoked.
this might not even be a professional
And
photographer.
you're very right. It might not.
It could be just
that's
me
what
watching a
I guess
video,
that's what-
pause, screenshot.
I was just going based off what I guess.
Well, see, so what happens is
like
you've
what
got
photographers do.
So AP will send out a photographer, Associated Press. Reuters will send out a photographer. And these guys, their job is to take as many fucking photos as they can, and then they upload them to the bureaus, and then they get assigned to a gallery. So if I'm a photo editor and I need a picture of Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to go to the Associated Press or Reuters, wherever I have a deal.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to look at this photographers. They don't select. They take it. They empty
They
the
have
card.
like every photographer has a portfolio.
Yeah, and they send all of the images. So you can look at and find the worst photo, but 2 seconds later or 300 photos later, you've got one where he's smiling, he's in a good mood, and he has a good, shown in a good light. So this right here, what I think is just some dude went through and like, this is the worst photo this guy could take.
This is meme gold.
I'm gonna make this
Exactly.
into
Yeah.
meme gold. And then they went the same thing with the other guy. Like, we're gonna find his perfect photo out of hundreds of photos that were taken at the event.
I don't think
Put
Brady
them
has a
together.
bad photo.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, no, he's
But
a,
you're-
fucking, he's
yeah,
a
you're
robot.
right.
That's why.
You're totally right. He is, man.
He's a Stepford wife.
It's like even when he was wasted at that Super Bowl party on the water and he's like throwing shit the whole time, still looking good
Aaron
as
Rodgers
hell.
sees those pictures like,
I think
God
the only
damn
time
it.
I've ever seen him look like he was having fun.
I know, right?
That's freaking hilarious.
Now, was that our text thread?
That was a text thread, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to send this one. Now, Chris, I'm going to be devil's advocate here, and here's another picture of him. Go back to our text thread. I just put this on our text thread.
Ooh.
So
now
what-
he looks like a
Dang.
So what are we
That's a
doing?
Photoshop
That's a
hat. That is
tiny
so
head.
Someone
Photoshop.
looks like they swirled it.
Wait a
Like,
second. Is that negative 3 points? What's going on there?
No, that was 3. They have the
They
ball.
had the ball. I
Okay,
thought that
okay.
the whole
Oh,
night
I think that's
too.
yards.
No.
Oh, that's bad.
Well, no, where the negative is, that's a
Oh, no, it's
football
the
next
fourth
to
quarter.
it.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
fourth
Like,
quarter. They had the ball.
The whole
man.
time I kept thinking the same thing, Chris. I'm like, oh my God, how can they have negative points?
Yeah.
You look up close and it's a little
It
tiny
looks like a
football,
zombie
'cause
Rick
Dude,
Grimes.
They
he
have the
looks-
ball.
He's having a bad day there. I mean, everything about that's bad. The hat's too big, right? You know, he's got the look of I'm so fucked right now.
But he did.
What's with the hair?
This offseason,
He's got a man
he
bun
went to
now.
Hawaii. He did all the kush, hung out.
Yeah.
He hosted Jeopardy, living his best life.
Sure.
And he's back playing football. And look how happy he looks.
Pretty sure he's having a baby.
Looks like
soon,
he
too.
loves being there.
How old is he?
74.
Is he going to bounce back from this?
Yes.
I mean, he was the MVP last
I
year.
have
I think
no
he'll
doubt.
be okay.
He'll be, yeah.
I think he's 37.
Yeah, and he put 48 touchdowns to 4 interceptions last year. I think. He'll
Yeah,
be all right.
everybody. This always happens after week one.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Everybody
it. I
overreacts
love
to
it.
everything.
Sure.
And people panic about certain. That's in fantasy football. You can definitely.
Oh, yeah.
We got to save the fantasy
Scott's
talk
usually
for
a
later.
panicker.
I'm a panicker.
Scott will panic.
I am
If
known
his-
as the
if
great
he has a player
Tradini.
that's trash. Oh, it's so bad.
I usually like 8 weeks in, I'm the great Tradini because I've made like 15 trades, you know, and none of them have benefited me. And everybody I've traded away to the other teams are finally turning it around from their early season slump. And the guys that I kept that are doing good are now either injured or in their slump, and now I'm trying to trade them away because I'm panicking again. I shouldn't play fantasy football.
Hey,
It doesn't benefit me.
I kind of
anyway.
feel like we should open the show with Norm McDonald, man.
Yes.
We just
Yeah.
learned, I mean, 3 or 4 hours ago
Today,
that
yeah.
the great Norm McDonald passed away from like some are saying 9, some are saying 10-year battle with different comedians. You're seeing a lot of Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler, you know, all the big dogs are giving all these tributes, and the stories vary how long he fought cancer, but either way, he succumbed to it today, which is absolutely terrible.
It's crazy. Did any of you have any inkling that there was something wrong with him?
I
Nobody
don't think
knew.
anybody
'Cause,
really
like-
did. He
No.
didn't really release it.
Yeah, he was just on The Fighter and the Kid with Brandon Schaub and Callan, and he sounded great and fucking hilarious.
Dirty work, man.
Yeah, one of my favorite of all time for sure. Like,
Yeah.
I love Norm.
Oh, I immediately thought of Travis, like, because
Yeah.
he
That
talks to me about
deadpan,
comedians
man.
all the time.
His
and
dry
that guy.
sense of humor, the way he pulls it
Deadpan,
off.
that delivery.
It was perfect.
And Travis posted that fucking joke on Conan O'Brien with the moth, the moth joke.
joke.
And
Still one of my favorite jokes.
yeah,
of all time.
anybody listening, if you Google Conan, Norm McDonald moth joke, Conan O'Brien, and just listen to the whole thing.
If somebody finds it, throw it in the group or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to hear it.
That's a real loss because he was very greatly respected within the comedic circles, right?
Yeah.
It's
It's the only Canadian I like.
his news on Saturday Night Live.
Weekend Update.
Weekend
Oh,
Update.
yeah, him and Kevin, was it Kevin Nealon?
Kevin Nealon was
Kevin
before him,
Nealon's
and then,
one of my
Yeah,
other
but
favorites.
those two were my favorite.
Yeah.
Kevin Nealon's fantastic.
Then Colin Quinn tried to
God,
do it.
he's
It was
funny.
like, oh, Colin. Yeah,
It's just not the same. I love Colin, but he's not. It's not
yeah,
the same.
Norm McDonald was.
I loved how Norm McDonald would always just throw in OJ jokes, even when it
Yeah.
wasn't, like, even when the whole OJ thing was gone, he would just still throw it in, like just for no goddamn reason. Like he was hosting the ESPYs and would just like throw in like an OJ joke like 10 years after that was relevant. I was just like, I always loved
The
that.
Bob Saget roast gets me, man.
Oh yeah,
And then he was Burt Reynolds in the Jeopardy spoof they did.
oh yeah.
Oh,
So good.
he was.
And Colonel Sanders also he did.
Yeah, he did do that
Yeah.
For
recently,
KFC, he was doing that for a while.
Scott brought up Dirty Work.
Dirty Work's
Such-
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That's him and Artie Lang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
Chris Farley in there too.
Farley was in there.
The hooker that put my nose off.
yeah.
How is Artie, by the way? Do you
Saigon
guys know
horror.
any recent news about him?
Yeah, he's sober.
He's clean? How long?
Saigon whore, yeah.
Couple years, Artie Lang's been clean.
Good
Looks-
for him.
Artie Lang looks like a Saigon whore.
Artie
when
Lang's
he
got a
comes off.
podcast and everything, man. He was on Rogan. He was on a bunch of podcasts. He's just as funny as ever.
Yeah.
He makes fun of himself brilliantly.
I want Artie Lang and Joey Coco Diaz to do a podcast together.
Oh
That
man,
would be great.
It would be,
just swapping stories.
yeah.
Swapping stories.
One of my favorite jokes that Artie Lang made about himself. He was saying that Don Rickles was talking to him and about his like cocaine habit, and he's like, "The only cokehead that I know that got fatter." He's like, "What are you doing? Snorting off French toast?"
Holy
Right.
Jesus.
Oh my
And I
god.
always love that joke.
Don Rickles.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Norm McDonald.
Yeah, man.
He's done a lot. He was, and like
The fact that he
somebody
hit it-
mentioned, he's so revered amongst his peers.
Oh,
which
he is.
is a beautiful thing.
But
Yeah.
he hid that cancer for all these years.
Yeah,
like
man.
his friends and family
Yeah.
didn't know.
Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, he did it too.
He was working.
Yeah.
Sick and getting treatments
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Well, obviously Norm has too. I mean,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
been doing stuff this whole time.
He has some hilarious interview things he does on YouTube. What was the show that he did? Like it was like a talk show.
Oh yeah, just
And
random.
he
crap.
just hosts. He had these people on, and it was kind of like Between Two Ferns.
Oh,
with,
yeah, yeah.
Kind of had that vibe to it. Oh man,
Yeah.
beautiful stuff.
a lot of people forget Norm McDonald was the like best friend in Billy Madison.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I just
yeah.
watched that movie recently
Oh,
too.
Another good one.
God, Billy
So
Madison.
Love that movie.
I haven't seen that movie in years, man.
So
What is
good.
it? The Penguin?
Yeah.
Shampoo his
Stop
head
looking
up.
at me, Swan.
Goes on first and cleans the hair.
Old Sandler, man.
We are all now dumber.
Watching Sandler movies, yeah, no, we are. Man, some of them are still pretty funny.
Travis, tell me a story about Patton Oswalt, man.
Oh well, okay. So, obviously, I'm a big fan of Tom and Dan and all that, and so they posted something like, tell us about your unluckiest day or whatever. So,
Oh, you're like, bitches, I got this.
So, I didn't even say anything. Our friend Richard Heron was like, Travis, come get your prize, and I was like, wow.
I saw that.
I was like, all right, so I'll post, about the story I told about here before when I got stabbed in the neck with a palm tree and had to go to a hospital that didn't have enough hospitals, so they helicoptered me to another hospital, and so they hit me up. They're like, "Yeah, you won," and then they're like, "We'll send some stuff to you." And then I went on vacation for a while, so when I got home, I had my mail and I checked it, and I had 2 tickets to Patton Oswalt, and I was like, "Oh man, that's way more than I expected." I expected like, I don't know, some like a shirt and like some stickers, as usual. And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!" Literally the next day, Patton Oswalt canceled all his Florida days.
Hey, and do you think that if somebody else would have won, he'd be like, "I'm coming."
it was just me.
Like something popped up on his news feed. Oh, fucking this guy.
But Tom and Dan, being the great people they are, they're still they're sending me. Well, now I'm getting a shirt and some stickers. But
Heck yeah.
Well, that's cool.
That's gold in Tom and Dan land, man.
But that only could happen to you, man.
It was literally the next day after I got the tickets because I messaged them and I was like, "Oh, thanks, man, that was awesome." Next day, nope, never mind, canceled.
But
all
talking
the shows.
about your luck, though, I mean, you went to New York City when that storm was hitting, right?
Yeah, how was that vacation you just took?
This fucking guy.
Well, I went to Asheville first, and the first day I was in Asheville. There's a flash flood, and
He sends me this video of this car just disappearing.
yeah, and I guess in the Asheville,
Driving around
Tennessee
in it.
area, like I don't know, there was 20 some odd people that died. So luckily, I wasn't that unlucky. But then as soon as I was flying up a week later to New York, the first hurricane, Henry or whatever they called it, was coming right up there, and I'm like, these things are just following me. And then I luckily got out before the next one. But yeah, my travel plans were kind of just followed by storms. So. But it ended up being an okay trips. They were pretty good aside from the the storms. Got to eat a lot of good food. Got to go to a lot of good breweries.
66 times.
66 times.
Every time I see you, I think about that.
We were talking before we started the show that you bring up the Patton Oswalt thing, and I don't even want to buy tickets to a show. I'm going to St. Augustine the second week in October, and I bought tickets to a haunted tour, and I'm fucking scared like something that's going to get canceled.
Have you ever done it there before?
The haunted
No.
tours will not get canceled.
You get the
Those
move
go on
variant.
every single
Yeah.
weekend
I
at the
just-
same time like clockwork.
Do you want me to tell you about my experience or wait till you get back?
I didn't do the cheesy one. I
Right.
did like the good one, Graveyard Tour, scare the shit out of the kid. I want my son to like have genuine fear in his soul. You know what I'm
Such a
saying?
good dad.
Well, he'll remember it. You know?
My dad did that to me. Look, I turned out great.
Exactly. Thank you.
Oh.
Do you guys have like a favorite haunted house or like everybody's been to Halloween Horror Nights and loves it, right? I hate it because it's too long of a line. Everything's.
I used to
forever.
work the haunted hayride in Mims.
I was about to
Okay.
say the haunted.
Oh,
Hayride
yeah.
Mims
Yeah, I used
scared
to
the
work it.
shit
Was
out of
it
me when I was a
legit?
kid.
Yeah, they'd
Probably
have
when
the,
he was working it, he was probably scaring the
yeah,
fuck out of me.
I was just a kid working it. It was so fucking fun
Yep.
I
to
bet.
scare the shit.
I want to do
out of
that. I
kids.
want to scare kids. I want to.
Oh.
I want to be a part of one of
and
those events.
being a kid and doing it. Oh, fuck! It was so
I want to
good.
see a kid just screech and cry and just take off running.
Well,
The
you know,
parents have to chase them. And
You know Joe Hampton, right?
Yes.
So we used to do the haunted Playhouse. over there
Playhouse,
at Emma,
yeah,
Emma Parish.
I remember that.
I did
Dude,
that one year.
We went so hard on that. Like, we would go, like, over the top gory. And we used to scare the shit out of some of the most badass, intimidating-looking people in there. I mean, these would be big tattooed guys hiding behind their little girlfriend, squealing like a girl because they were just so scared. I mean, some people just can't handle that. But scaring these people, it's just
Well,
such a rush.
Okay, when you think about the scaring, though, is it more like, because when I go into those things, I'm not scared of what I'm seeing. I get startled scared.
That's it.
So, like, I'm looking at something and it's like, yeah, you get, somebody just scared you. Like, literally, not like I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God, this
You're
is creepy
surprised.
as fuck.
Yeah.
And like, I'm genuinely scared, like, just at what I'm seeing. It's just because I'm looking at that and then somebody touched me on the shoulder.
Right.
You know, and I flip the fuck out.
It's not like looking at, oh my God, that guy's covered in fake blood. I'm so scared. It's no,
Right.
you're being walked into a pitch black room.
Yeah.
And then somebody flashes a strobe, and then you start to get little glimpses of what's going on.
Yeah.
And then it's all about jump scares, right? But that startle, that rush of adrenaline,
Yeah.
really triggers some people.
I don't need to go to haunted house for that. People get me at work all the fucking time.
You are so easily jump scared.
Oh, I'm glad I know that.
I think they have them down here. I've heard stories that they do, and I haven't gone. But in Kentucky, they used to have for Halloween, they have the old corn mazes.
Yeah.
And these corn mazes, I mean, you're driving down this like dirt road for 10 miles in the dark,
thanks.
and all you're seeing is like they have the big spotlight shining in this like the bat, the bat symbol light.
That would be scary.
And so you're just following in the dead dark on dirt roads to this farm that's doing the maze, and then there's just tons of cars parked everywhere. Right, you're getting out and you're walking. It's kind of muddy,
Sounds great.
But there's people. There's a bunch of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre dudes with like chainsaw, like real chainsaws, just without the blade. So they got the real.
Yeah, they don't have the
motors
chain
going.
on it.
Yeah.
It sounds so real in that
Right.
dark.
Well,
In
that's
these
what they used
mazes,
to
you
do
get
at
lost.
that one.
Oh yeah,
They
you get
used to-
lost in these mazes because they're long and there's not so many people to where you're all next to each other. You kind of like they'll let a family go into the maze and then you're going for a minute without seeing anybody.
I
You're
would not
by
like
yourself. You'll hear whispers of other people and stuff, and you'll
Oh,
see other
man.
people.
That would definitely
but there's
scare me.
those dudes and all kinds of people trying to jump out and scare you throughout the whole thing. It was so much fun. But
That would
legitimately-
legit be scary as hell.
Legitimately, you're on edge the whole
Ugh.
time. Where when you're leaving, you're like, man, like you're
No.
kind of on the edge of your seat a little bit. It's awesome.
To avoid her real name, Kaiser, but back in the day,
Yeah.
when she was up in Gainesville in the college years, she did one of those corn mazes things
Yeah.
up there, but she did it on some some fun mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
And got freaked out.
You
like,
think?
like running through, like running
Oh,
away,
man.
get lost.
Now, isn't there one? There's a haunted house
Right,
in
what do you
Tennessee that's
do?
like you have to sign a waiver because they're allowed to touch you and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, we had to sign waivers.
There's
Yeah.
some fucked up ones, like out in like LA and stuff, where they like do some real messed
Yeah,
up
like
shit.
there's the one I'm
Yeah,
talking
you're not
about
gonna
is
put
like
your hands on me.
it's the scariest one, and it's like a 12-hour experience where they're allowed
What?
to do basically whatever they want to you. But if you can make it all the way through the 12 hours, there's this big like cash prize money that you can get. But nobody has been able to make it all the way through the whole 12 hours.
Sounds like the start of a scary movie.
I don't want to do 12 hours of anything.
Yeah.
Just a lot of scare.
I agree.
Right? Too much.
Yeah, that's a little on the extreme side.
So now I've said on the show before, like I've never seen a ghost. No, I don't believe in it. So I gotta go in with an open mind a little bit with this.
on the ghost tour,
Yeah.
you're gonna have fun.
Oh, I know.
You're
The-
not going
it's
to
like-
see a ghost.
You definitely won't.
Yeah.
I've tried to see ghosts everywhere. I've never seen one.
St. Augustine's driven that into the ground, man.
It's more
Yeah.
about just getting your kids scared.
Yeah.
because
I
your
just wanna
kid's gonna eat it up.
Yeah. I just
You're
wanna
gonna be a
scare
little
shit.
bored about 30 minutes in.
Okay.
But it's not about you. It's about
Absolutely.
Let's go snipe hunt.
You
man.
know, the
It's
best
better.
ghost tour I ever did was in Boston.
Oh, yeah.
They took you through like Boston Commons, told you about people hanging there.
Yeah.
They took you through the graveyards where it's like people that you've read about in history.
Like the
And,
witches, like the witch graveyard and all that.
Well,
yeah.
no, that wasn't there because that's in Salem.
Let's Salem. Yeah, sorry.
But this had like they would take you to these gravestones and you could see the musket balls from the fight from the war.
Damn.
And it's because it's that old. And
Yeah.
it's like you are like when you're there, you're like, holy shit, stuff went down here.
Yeah.
Like this was where our country started. And you can see still evidence of this when you go to these graves.
It's nuts,
Like,
right?
You see John Hancock and like Yeah, it was just Paul Revere, all the pennies that people left for him, because
After 12 years of watching Supernatural,
Oh my god.
12 full seasons, I'm not really scared of ghosts anymore. I know how to kill them. You just
Is
have
it a
to have
good
a
show?
shotgun with some rock salt. If you got ghosts coming at you, Charlie, you got to have some salt, and you just put it all around you, and you stand inside that circle, and do not ever
Yeah, but
put your
listen.
finger across that salt and
What
let
if I-
anybody in.
What
So
if I
bring a slug
actually
bug.
bring salt and tell the kids, hey guys, listen, like I didn't want to talk to you guys about this, but before we do this tour, if you see anything,
Get some holy water.
Start throwing salt.
you do
just
it.
start throwing salt.
That's a
You gotta
great
do
idea,
it.
dude.
You gotta
Yeah.
do it.
And get
Oh,
some
that's-
holy water, so whenever they come up, go, throw holy water in their face. Go, okay, you're not real.
And
Yeah.
be
I'm sure the staff
Okay,
will
you're
love
not
that.
real.
yeah.
Get a slug
That is
bug.
hilarious.
The
Yeah.
shotgun with the salt for the flies.
Oh my god.
Fill it
But that's all
up.
you need. That's all Sam and Dean do. I mean, that's all you need to do, and you'll live.
Make
And I'll
sure,
and
when
I'll
you're
bring
getting
a,
in the car when
I'll
you
bring
you'll
a
save some people.
crucifix and I'll be like, hey, this is mine, guys. This is this is mine. You can't have this.
Here's the salt, guys.
Yeah,
You'll be okay.
Take some fucking
dude,
salt.
if they see
Figure it
you-
out. I love you.
If they see you doing it, they're gonna do it. Oh my god.
What you should do with the
What do they
salt?
say on This Is the End with the cross? What is it?
The power of Christ compels you. He's an exorcist. He says this is the end. And it started on the exorcist.
So,
Jonah
dude,
Hill.
yeah.
Charlie, what you got to do is like when you're in the thick of this tour, just start like, geeking out
Yeah.
and then start throwing salt. Like, did you guys feel that?
Oh,
Start throwing salt.
You can even
God.
just grab some sand and like throw it behind your back.
Or at some point, just sprint away.
Well, I'm not a sprinter.
Fake a panic attack and just get somebody to record it.
Or what you could do is
Just
like,
oh my god, and run off.
Run.
Charlie, oh my god, please do
Oh.
There's those TikToks where they're like run and it's got that music.
Yes!
You know what I
That's
mean?
exactly what
Fast
I was
as fuck.
thinking.
Fast as fuck, boy.
That's fuck boy.
All those videos with the run, those
Yeah.
are so
Yeah.
Run.
funny.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh,
Charlie, this is a potential comedy gold mine.
God. You got to
man.
record
Yeah.
it and let Scott edit it to that, to where it's like
Please.
run, and your kid just take off. Your kids be
But I
standing there
wonder
like,
how many people will follow me because it's a tour. There's a group.
Where
of
the
people.
bomb if
So
I
if I
run
just
and try to
go-
catch up. Or
And
try to keep up.
if I just make and go and run, and they see my big ass run,
the tour guide would be
Or what
like,
about you can
oh
like
my god,
you could seize up and
we
then
got
start
a
like
runner.
talking in tongues and
put
twitching and stuff
Alka-Seltzer
like
in my
that.
mouth.
Lay on the ground, start convulsing with the Alka-Seltzer.
It's
No.
getting too far now, man.
No, just do the running thing. That's
I
so
think we jumped the
funny.
shark.
Charlie
ki-
tries to sprint. He may seize up, start foaming.
Yeah, yeah. Really, listen. My
Charlie.
kids might end up in a therapist.
Please, please, please do the running thing. It would be so hilarious.
I'll wear my Nikes. No guarantees. though.
So is it just you and the kids? Is Terry?
No,
going to?
yeah, me, Teresa, and the
Okay,
kids.
have Teresa like be ready to record.
But
it.
it's you got to feel out the room, man.
Of
If I
course.
get up there and Riley's not having it to start,
Yeah.
I'll still do it.
Who do you got? Ava or Riley? Which one's gonna enjoy the being scared?
Ava's
Which
too
one's-
cool now.
Okay.
She's way too cool to be scared.
Oh, this is so lame.
But I'm
God.
gonna work harder on her because of that.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna try to get like with Riley, he'll just be. Riley don't like Gremlins.
Well, your daughter loves Stranger
Like
Things,
he's like,
right?
I'm not fucking with. Can't watch that. Shit.
That's
I can't
true.
Watch that movie.
Allie and Ava all like
They
Stranger
love
Things.
Stranger Things.
Yeah,
so
but
it's-
everybody likes scary shit till it gets scary. Like real, you know what I'm saying? Like you
True.
can love horror movies and ghost movies and all that until it like.
When we go up to Georgia to the property, it gets real dark out there and it's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
No lights around or anything. And the kids will get outside with flashlights and mess around a little bit, but they don't go too far from the cabin.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
keep it to a distance, So yeah,
Damn.
I wouldn't mind getting some goosebumps, man.
Yeah.
it's fun, man.
But
We did
I
a
like
haunt.
scaring people at home, like scaring the kids.
Oh, yeah.
and scaring the crap out of them.
the
pranking
stories
them.
alone will be cool.
Yeah.
We'll tell you some historical shit, and you'll learn something.
I talked about this before, but we did the haunted pub crawl in St. Augustine.
mm-hmm.
It's super lame. It's basically just a reason, a way to get a bunch of people into the pubs, right?
It's not a bad thing.
And so but they'll be like, every once in a while, that hanging plant will just start moving on its own. Motherfucker, it's in front of an AC return vent.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like that after that after that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we've had enough. Had enough.
Yeah. I've never seen one, man, so I just don't believe in it. But whatever. I'm youngish, right? Youngish. Yeah.
You still
The
got
oldest
time.
person on the show, man.
Don't mean shit.
But you still have time.
fast as fuck.
Fast as fuck, boy. I gotta stop saying that, y'all.
Why?
Because I said in front of my kids earlier when the dog was running around, and they are definitely like they just repeat things right
pinging
now.
on it.
So I'm like, oh no, I finally got Declan to stop saying shit. I cannot have this be one, you know. So,
But little
But
kids
it would be pretty
swearing,
funny.
little kids swearing is
It's
best.
pretty awesome.
it's like it's just so embarrassing when it happens like in front of their therapist. Oh shit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Like, oh,
Whatever, man.
where'd he get that from? I know where.
Hey, can we
Me.
talk about, speaking of Halloween, can we talk about the blue candy?
So we
pumpkin
talked
thingy?
about it last time, and
I
now
thought
it's getting all fucking. It's getting weird on social media. with
Yeah,
it.
because I thought we decided that was a
Yeah.
good idea, right?
Yeah, I mean it is good, but I get where some people are coming from on it. It did not make a difference. It
Right.
didn't, but it made. I think it made the parents. At least it made me feel okay. And when other people understood it, like especially that compared with me saying he's nonverbal,
Yeah.
that helped. But last year we handed out the cards, so that said like I'm nonverbal. This is my trick or treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Those
it's,
were way better than the pumpkins.
maybe it's
It was
more
just a little
awareness.
piece of paper, and and he was saying trick or treat in that way.
Yeah, but some Karens that don't even have kids, we're going real hard on the Port St. John comment thread about
What?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they were
so-
saying, so now my regular kid can't, or my neurotypical kid, they didn't say it like that. That's what you're supposed to say. My neurotypical kid can't use a blue pumpkin. And
Yeah.
they're saying, too, that they're targeting, like, if their kid had the blue pumpkin, a predator could look at them and be like, oh, well, they have special needs. They're going to be easier to get to.
Okay, well, you're going to be with your special for
Exactly.
Right.
But, I mean, I guess they're also
People
thinking,
gotta
like,
take
oh, that
shit
kid
back
lives
for
in this
themselves,
neighborhood.
dude.
Like, it's crazy.
There's always people out there that want to take shit back for no reason.
They took it all kinds of ways. I mean, because there was hundreds and hundreds of comments on that thread.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I don't.
It
That's why I got a
triggered
small
people.
circle.
it
Man.
really
Yeah.
did. It's so weird.
A small circle.
I never knew it was going to be an
Everybody just
issue until I
nosy
saw
as
that.
fuck, man. Everybody wants to know everybody's shit, and then
Yeah.
and some people like.
But
there's
it's
some
social
people want to
media, dude.
know people's shit, and they'll stay in the background. They ain't gonna comment.
So,
But
Colleen,
then you got those motherfuckers want to comment on everything,
Oh.
and it
Yeah.
never stops.
so if we see a little boy or girl come up with a blue pumpkin,
You
what's
grab
the
it.
what's the best way of handling that?
Nothing.
throw
You
it.
just know that if you talk to them, if they do not respond like immediately to you, or something seems a little bit off, then that could be a reason why.
Sure.
Just because maybe they're nonverbal,
Are
maybe
you-
they have special needs,
Okay.
like, and just give them their candy and treat them just like you do every other kid that did
Exactly.
just say trick or treat.
Awesome.
You just treat every kid the same. Of
course.
You know, sometimes kids aren't misbehaving or not doing what you're asking them to because they're a bad kid. It's because they literally can't.
So,
Except
Colleen,
ninjas get extra candy though.
how is it very when you were telling us the original story,
Yeah.
and you were talking about a lot of the older people be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, say trick or treat," and
Yeah.
they're looking for an interaction both ways, right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of bullshit?
I mean,
Like, why? Like,
That was a
I'm
big
knocking on your door.
bullshit.
I'm knocking on your door. You know I want the damn candy. Just say, "Hey, oh, you guys look great. Here's some candy."
Yeah.
I've never said, "Say trick or treat, or you're not getting shit,
It
little
is serious.
bastard."
it is just the
You
older
know?
generation because like
Is
the
it?
younger ones, it was never even an issue. It was more like, oh, look how cute they are
Yeah,
immediately with
that's
that.
it, yeah.
So there was nothing.
Yeah.
But you get to the ones that just are set in their ways and they like, this is maybe their time to interact
Make
with
a
little
card.
kids.
Sure.
Make a card and say, "You making my child act for your candy is bullshit."
Well,
and then after they do it, then you hand them that card.
But you know what? You know
Say
where I
bye.
do enforce the trick or treat thing? When the 15 and 16-year-old kids that put no effort and there's no costume, and they're just walking around
Yeah.
going, candy. Like, motherfucker, trick or treat, man. Come on. If you're not
Wait
going
a
to do a
minute.
costume at least.
Bitch, sing me a song.
Hey, you're motherfucker, you're too old. You should say trick or treat.
That's right.
You act like a kid if
Yeah.
you're gonna walk
But
around.
you know
like
what?
that.
At least they're out trick or treating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not
You
at
know?
home smoke a cracker.
You know,
But they
Colleen,
could be
on
doing
a
that,
side
too.
note, though, if you go to a house that is trick or treat, and if they don't give your kids treats, then you fuck up their house.
That's true.
That's
and
where
that's
you-
a fact.
That triggers the trick app.
Bring
It
some,
would
bring some
be-
eggs.
That's
would
a
be
good
weird.
point.
Go old school.
at least now in the neighborhood, most of the people know us because we've been doing this now for like 4 years. But it's not fun for me. I stress out because it's like, oh my God, you know, are they going to stay on the sidewalk? Like one time, like Keegan will go walk up to somebody's door and they'll have like some kind of like gnome or garden gnome or something there, and he just goes and runs and grabs it and takes off. I'm like, oh no, you know, it's like those are the things that
fast as fuck.
Run.
Fast as fuck.
And then like there was one year where Declan insisted on walking into everybody's house. Like he would go knock on the door, they'd open it, and he'd be like, "Excuse me," and he'd just
That's
open
awesome.
the door and takes off inside.
Go get
like
cookies and cream ice cream out of the fucking
I'm
freezer.
like, you can't do that.
Now what's up? Now what's up with people handing out like bags of pretzels?
Hey, my kids will eat the pretzels.
Okay.
Especially since they got all that chocolate.
And
They'll
then what
eat them
about
together.
like bags of like salted almonds and stuff?
Yeah, my kids like the mix of everything.
Sure.
We use everything.
Hey, the health nuts they're gonna bring their nuances to the holiday as
Sure.
well. You know, and it's happening more and more because even when you go to Target and stuff, they got big old sections of healthy trick or treat candy stuff now and everything.
That's what I'm
It is
talking
it
about.
is.
I saw that. I'm like, that's some bullshit, man.
The pretzel bag of Cheez-Its and shit.
Yeah.
I
We
love
used to have a
Cheez-Its.
guy give us in Kentucky. I remember as a kid, like he had comic books he would hand out.
That's badass.
That
And
is.
dude, we would like go 2-3 times, like go down there because he would always be cool about it. Like he's like, "Hey, come back later if I got extra comics, I'll hook you up." Because he'd like get a bundle of them for handing out to kids. Some people are awesome. Like
Yeah.
In our neighborhood, there's like 2 different places. One's our friend Tom Lely. They usually at their house give out full candy bars,
Oh boy.
There
like full
it is,
Snickers,
yeah.
full Baby Ruths, like full candy.
You're the
Hey.
hero doing that.
Exactly.
Real quick, Linda Renee Powers, from Mutter Realty.
Yeah.
She's doing a trunk or treat, at Mutter Real Estate Group PSJ where we did our live podcast.
Sure.
So I want to give her a shout out on that. It's at 954 Fay Boulevard, Cocoa, Florida 32927. It's Saturday, October 30th at 4 p.m. So 4 to 6 p.m. there.
Very cool.
It's trunk or treat. So if you want to
Nice.
go out there with a vehicle and decorate it,
Yeah.
or you want to take your kids, that would be nice because it's a really controlled environment, Colleen.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of the churches do the same thing too.
Yeah. So
Did they do that at the park out in Wickham or something too?
Yes.
Park Avenue does
Yep.
like it's a Halloween thing, but they do a lot of stuff like Park Avenue Baptist. I know they do it like a big thing for kids.
yeah,
too.
Atlantis and Port St. John, they have a big one. Atlantis Elementary.
Nice.
Do they?
Yep. Yep. So that's pretty cool. And like some of the decorations with that trunk or treat, man, the whole trunk is just fucking
Done up.
popping out.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's pretty cool though. But shout out to Linda.
That Mutter really
Shout out
did.
Linda. She's been
She's
all over the
she's
place,
just-
man.
She's a grinder, dude.
She is.
She don't stop. She don't stop.
all
She-
day, man.
She goes and
It's
goes.
awesome.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, let's do that.
Now, girl is guy is Simon is dog is best friend. Why we gotta fight? Cause daisies don't grow no more. Fertilizer, the newborn king in the cage and clouds move. Dance, dance. If you can't survive, don't play the game. Diagram of the human hand. Saying all sorts of shit right now. Mad metaphysical fiber type shit. You ain't gonna get it. Only way we can run it down is so the fuck up. Double some hip hop shit. We gon' bring it too real. Come up to the stage on the mic. I do real. Now who wants to fuck with the flex boy? He be too real T, he be the real McCoy. Like ALOT shine, nigga, watch me rhyme. Dreadlock, hip hop, I see my sign. Quick on the mic like it ain't no thing because it ain't. I sick like fake. And the rhymes are right, they make the fly go space. So get up, rocker. I'm in love with you. Got to give me time. Break on through, shooting props to G's. All degrees, and I can never be one of those 7 MCs from the north to the west. The best around master. Omaha, bright light, big city, what a pity. Let me complain, you bad, please. Let me see your hands understand. We don't give a fuck when we be trucking with the nature kids. Trucking, trying to gas our limbs. Trucking, trying to settle the score. Cause daisies don't grow no more. Now girl is guy is, Simon is dog is best friend. Why we gotta fight? Cause daisies don't grow no more. Fertilizer's the newborn king in the cage and clouds move. Dance, dance if you can't survive. Don't play the game. Diagram of the human hand. Hey, yo, mama, coming off the cue. My mama. Hey, yo, mama, niggas got what you gonna do. Gun to the mic, come on, Scott, get up here. Bring it to the mic, bro. Rock that shit old school style. I wanna grow out my life's the real inexperience. I can claim that no one to blame for the trees and my trees and the brothers of a change every season. What you gonna do to your plan to get ready to be done? Don't you get it? Don't break it.
So, as we mentioned earlier, we do have our commissioner here.
Let's get it right, commissioner.
The commissioner, Travis Melvin.
Of the Adjust the Mic Fantasy League.
So, Travis, you want to go over a couple things of this week? Week one? Not, you got to go too hard, but
Yeah, I'm not going to go too in depth. But I'm just because I know that not everybody wants to hear about fantasy, but I'm going to go over some high points and some low points.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of high points, high points for the week. Congratulations to Frank, old alligator Frank. He barely beat out Brent.
No, me. Oh, for high points.
For the high
points.
Yeah,
For high points for the week. And then for low points, Colleen.
I am in shock.
Just for frame of reference, high points was almost 164. Low points was 87.9.
Double.
That's 88.
That's 88.
Let's round it up.
Yeah. So I mean, didn't quite not make half, but right around there.
Very close.
And then our biggest blowout was 28-3 versus Feet and Inches, which was about 50 some odd points, which that's still a pretty big blowout. Just to go over a couple positions, top quarterbacks, Kyler Murray and Patrick Mahomes, no surprises there.
Yeah.
But the surprises were Jameis Winston throwing 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
On 100 and I think 83 yards passing, which is just fucking ridiculous.
Followed with 5 interceptions next game.
Oh yeah, no, he's coming. And then obviously the other surprise was, as we talked about earlier, Aaron Rodgers playing like he was as hungover as I was on Sunday. Top running backs, Joe Mixon was the highest points, which I thought was kind of a surprise.
Yes, it was.
And then Nick Chubb, who's pretty consistent. Surprise, low point, Zeke only getting about 6 points for the Cowboys because we decided to give him the ball 8 times.
Yeah, they threw 60 times that game, man.
Yeah, I mean, at least Dak looked good.
Yeah.
Top wide receivers, not really any surprises there. Tyreek for the Chiefs doing great, and then Amari Cooper having a great game for the Cowboys. Kind of a surprise, Gronk being the top tight end.
Really was.
He looked good too, man.
And
he
he
looked
had-
like in game shape good.
Waller looked good last night, man.
Well,
hanging out with Brady.
Waller. I think Waller was third, then Kelsey was second. So none of those are like huge surprises. And fuck kickers.
God.
I agree.
Just going into football.
Laces out.
Going for football next week. I think the best looking games are going to be Giants versus Washington. Even that it is a garbage game, it's still a conference game. But I wanted to bring this up because my favorite thing, I don't know if you guys saw this, where sewage leaked onto fans at Washington Stadium.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Yeah, a pipe broke and sewage started leaking onto
You
fans.
are lying.
Which is just like what I think is just a perfect little mwah for the Washington football team.
Man.
Not only are their fans forced to watch sewage on the field, they actually had sewage leak onto them during a game.
Can I bring one more? Can I bring one more thing up about
Savage.
the fantasy football games that we played? And I lost to Frank, the highest scoring team. He didn't crush me, but he beat me. Andrea.
Shout out.
Andrea.
Yeah, I'm eating my words, man.
What's her team name?
Andrea's neat team.
I think that's the standard when it comes.
And how many
It
times
is.
has she's never really been a fantasy?
Right, and she didn't bother to
I don't
change
even know
her
why
team
she's
name.
in her damn league. I really
She
don't.
don't-
Like she's
she
never
knows
been a part.
zero
She likes the Bucks.
about
she
fantasy
watched
football.
Bucks football,
Okay.
and that's the only thing she knows.
Well, she played the apparent guru of fantasy football.
Yes.
Thinks he fucking knows everything.
Yes.
Checking the
Jer Bear
trends,
himself.
checking the percentages, checking the add and drop, snaking trades behind people's backs.
Trade me McCaffrey for these
Been playing
players.
fantasy football for 47 years. And she beat him.
Good job.
Handle
Way to
it.
go, Andrea.
So,
Good job,
shout out
Sorry
to
I
Andrea.
doubted you.
Jared, fucking bitch.
Okay, and really, Travis. All right, you whooped me. Okay, but I'm better than BJ.
Yeah.
I'm better than Feet and Inches.
I've got to play Brent this week, who had second highest points. So we'll see how it
Be a
goes.
good game.
Jason Miner was already talking shit to me before that game, before this weekend, and I was like, dude, my team looks so good. And that's why I hate those stupid fucking predictions.
I know.
Because then the game starts, and then they start predicting lower and lower points. Like, no. You can't change your mind now, Yahoo.
No, I
You
played-
said I was going to beat him
I played
by
Nick
30
Varco.
something points, and every one of my players sucked, except for DeAndre Hopkins.
It was bad.
We've got a pretty solid couple Sunday games. Buffalo at Miami to see if both of them can kind of rebound and look a little bit better.
Sure.
And then the Sunday night game is Kansas City versus Baltimore, which is going to be Mahomes versus
Dude, I'm
Lamar
looking forward to
Jackson,
that game.
which is going to be entertaining.
Yeah,
You
me
got,
too.
Hey.
two more entertaining quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's
that
going to
you
be.
could watch play.
Yeah.
I expect the Chiefs to win just because Baltimore's entire backfield tore their ACLs or Achilles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
No, like seriously.
That little
Yeah,
Ty
all
kid's
four
not
of them.
bad, right?
Yeah, well, their top three running backs either tore an ACL or Achilles or an out for the year. So that's pretty bad luck. But
Didn't they just bring in Latavius Murray?
And Le'Veon Bell, the practice squad.
Yeah, Latavius is a Titusville boy.
And they have and Devontae Murray they brought in. They brought in just they were like, hey man, these guys were good 6 seasons ago.
Yeah, I was
see if
thinking
they could,
those are big names. When I started
Hey,
playing
and
fantasy.
Murray's come in and he's been helpful in every program. He's kind of stepped
Well, he was.
up some
He was.
games. He hasn't been
when Kamara was hurt in New Orleans. He'd come in and
He-
be.
Hey,
he
man,
ste- he
if
stepped
you need,
in.
If you need a 3-yard touchdown, he's got you because he's
Exactly.
265
Damn
pounds.
right.
He's a fucking monster.
Damn
and
right.
then the Monday night game, I'm just throwing this in there for Brent, is Detroit at Green Bay, but also to see if Aaron Rodgers shows up.
It's a real thing.
So I'll get just as hungover from Saturday night and see if it affects Aaron Rodgers again, and then we'll see if it affects his play again.
Hey,
he was pointing out how good Stafford did not playing for the Lions.
Shout out to Philly and San Fran should be a good game too. Man.
Hey, how's the relationship with you and Brent now that you have competing teams in our league? Is
And he
there any
also almost
shit
doubled
talking
your
or
points.
backdoor trades that we don't know about happening?
Like there
might be some backdoor
You should be
trades. Not
more
the backdoor
worried.
trades.
You should be more worried about collusion with me and BJ than you have to worry about me and my husband. My husband's a straight and narrow kind of guy. He doesn't mess around.
I noticed.
He gives me so much shit. You know, if I ask him a question, he'll answer it.
So you and BJ got some backdoor trades going?
BJ's been helping me with fantasy football since I started. No joke. I have screenshots from like when I get
Is
my
that why
memories
you're
on
in last
Amazon.
with him?
Like when I stop getting his
No, I'm
advice
with
is
you.
when I
I'm
start to
not
win.
hating.
But I'm just saying, like, he's helped me learn so much about fantasy football
Yeah.
since forever ago. So it's just like it's something we always talked about.
And he
Now
lost,
we're in a league
right?
together. It's funny.
He lost, right?
Yeah.
But
Just like Jared lost. Everybody that
I
pays
lost.
attention to this shit.
Yeah,
hey, I won. Fuck off.
yeah Travis won.
Yeah, them boys looked real good too on
did
Thursday.
you guys go over the standings yet?
No, we don't need to go over the standings. I'm in last.
So we got Frank at number 1 here,
Boo.
Brent 2.
Way to go, babe.
Who's 28-3?
Valerie, I believe.
Yeah, it's Valerie.
Nice. How's my DAC taste?
Wonder who
4th.
that is. Travis.
Andre's neat team in 5th.
Jesus.
In 6th, we have the Invaders. That's
Jason.
Jason's team. We have Nick, right?
Yeah,
at
Nick
the
Larko.
Sweat Hawk. And you're playing this coming week, Nick.
Sure am.
Charlie.
I'm gonna fucking destroy him.
The Procedurals in 8th. 9th, I can't hear anything. Scott, that's Jared. We have Taylor Made 10th. And I am going up against the 12th place team straight out of Coughlin this coming week. Then we have
Battling for last.
pretty much. And then we have Feet and Inches there, 11th place.
Yeah, me and BJ are rocking out the last
Old
2 spots in the league.
Thick Hicks talking all this trash.
Keep listening to each other.
We haven't talked anything yet about this.
Shows.
I'm just going with my gut on these things. I'm not listening to anybody else anymore.
Hey,
Seems like you.
Dude,
and
I like
BJ
Travis
talking
coming
about
in with
fantasy
giving
it
us
would
like
be,
the report. Like
would
we
be,
have like a sports report for fantasy right now.
I
like
love
this.
it. Travis is
Freaking
great.
Awesome.
Yeah, you and BJ take any fantasy advice would be like me giving a relationship advice.
Oh,
Probably
Oh,
don't.
God.
Probably don't listen to it.
I wish we could get
Skip
into
that
that
class.
conversation.
Skip that class.
Everybody ignore Travis's choices in life when it comes to relationships.
My fantasy career is like falling on a damn palm tree. It's fucking bad.
It's not good.
But yeah, I don't think you can expect Winston to do
No.
that again.
This is the week 1
Yeah.
follies. I mean, this is what happens every year.
Yep.
Usually there's like a couple teams that pop off and look fantastic, and then they go on huge losing streaks, so they look terrible the first week, like Green Bay, and then they correct the ship, and
Well,
everything is better.
and it's game script too. Like you look at the Bucks Cowboys. You don't want to run on that front 7 in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
So Dak just threw it all over the field. Now next, I don't know who they play next week, but Chargers, their front 7, they're going to run the shit out of Ezekiel Elliott. And there's people that are going to panic and be like, "Oh shit, Elliott's trash." You know, you gotta. dig a little
there's
deeper.
so many good quarterbacks.
I am in eighth place.
Like one of my favorite games to watch was the Tampa Bay Dak.
Yeah,
I'm not a Dak
so
Prescott fan.
good.
I've never been a fan. I just don't like the
I am.
Cowboys.
I am.
don't like the Cowboys at all.
Yes.
I just can't.
I'm a Dak fan.
But he was slagging
Watching
you are.
Dak play that game, how he was composed. He doesn't let his emotions get the best of him. He makes nice throws. CeeDee Lamb,
Cooper,
Amari
and
Cooper.
yeah.
Those are route running.
Gallup got hurt, I
machines.
think. Michael Gallup.
Yeah, Gallup's out for a bit. But we get Zach Martin back next week, so that's our best offensive line.
On the
So that'll
on the
help us
tight
see
end
things.
there, Dalton Schultz.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like 6 targets, 6 catches. I think he's better than Jarwin. He just looked better to me out there. Maybe that changes over
You know,
time.
it's funny watching that game. Everybody watching that game in the world, when it panned to Tom Brady on the fucking sideline, the look on his face.
Yeah, you knew it was
with
over.
a minute left. He's like, "Y'all fucked up."
Yeah, no, I hated that.
Yeah,
I was obviously I was watching it. And I was like,
Yeah.
too much time.
Yeah, it's just
too much time. God damn it!
It was
it's too much time. It's like,
like you know it. Everybody watching knows it.
There was not a doubt that was going to
Right.
happen. There wasn't a doubt.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
same with the Chiefs game, like with Mahomes. Like they were down and like, you know what? He's gonna make like a pirouette, throw it off his back foot, 70 yards.
And
for Tyreek Hill.
there's Tyreek Hill.
Mahomes is that good.
No,
I mean,
he's
it is.
ridiculous. He's
Those
ridiculous.
like when he first came in, he started throwing these sidearms.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell?
He's
did I just
running
see?
to his right and
Yeah.
throwing to his left.
And then,
a tight
And-
spiral.
It looks like playground ball.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's
Fun to
amazing.
watch, though.
And
Well,
there's so
that's
many.
why I
There's
think
so
that-
many quarterbacks that are like Justin Fields with Chicago.
Well, look at
Wait till
Jalen
they let
Hurts,
him-
Kyler Murray
Yeah.
this week.
Kyler Murray, fantastic.
I hate the Eagles, but I'm glad I have Justin Hurts because he's going to run for fucking 80 yards.
Yeah,
I'm a
he
huge
is.
Herbert fan too. Justin Herbert for the Chargers, and they won that game. And he didn't have the best game, but I mean, he still put 340 yards
Yeah.
out there.
You're a second-year
I mean,
guy,
it's
he's gonna be
phenomenal,
good.
man. He's tough.
Yeah, you have him in your fantasy team, and
I'm all over.
I
like
know
that
you
guy.
are, but you're looking at us for approval, and okay,
You're not going to give it to me just because you know that I like him like that. But if you were like being like a real analyst and you really cared and you really,
Oh no,
were
he's a
putting in-
great
I know, I'm
quarterback,
joking.
but he just doesn't have.
he's
Man, these
he's
these
gonna be
young
as good
kids
as
that
Mahomes.
can
He's going
run
to be
the
as good
ball.
as he's going to have that kind of talent.
He's got some nice hair too. I'll give him that.
Yeah, beautiful man.
Some flowing locks.
But beautiful doesn't get you fantasy football points, so figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, look at Mahomes.
yeah. Yeah. All right. So what else do you want to get into, man? Do you? I
I got
see.
trivia.
You want to do some trivia?
Yes.
I got some
Travis
good
is here. I
stuff.
can't wait to see this.
Okay.
On your chicken scratch, it just says "Giant sucks" for topics.
I was just throwing that out there. Cam Newton, I thought might be
Stop it
a
with the Cam
topic. I
Newton.
heard he might want a quarterback for the Giants.
never
I
gonna
think he would be
happen.
really good in New York.
He's a New York
and
kinda
it's
guy.
Fashion Week
It's
next week,
dude.
I know personally that it's
Oh
Fashion
my
Week.
God.
Peyton
So
Manning.
Cam could just jump into New York, be the Giants
He'll
quarterback.
approve of it. All the
Wear a
Manning
fedora.
brothers, they think Cam's
Didn't the
fantastic.
Met Gala just happen?
Yes, yesterday or the day before.
Look at Travis keeping up on that shit. Yes, and Kim
Your
Kardashian
wide
wore a
receiver
mask
is
over her
Sterling. Like
She
Cam
looked
is
like
a
a Dementor.
Sterling type of guy.
Yeah.
It just
Yes.
makes sense.
It's a reach, but not bad.
Daniel
I know, I
Jones
tried.
sucks so bad that the corpse of Cam Newton would probably be better.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is
true.
terrible.
He'd
so
probably
bad.
fumble less.
All right, Colleen, I'm going to just throw a couple of these out here that you. There's some questions I wish I didn't know.
Yeah, that's the game.
That's the game. And okay, most men didn't start doing this until the 1800s. Taking baths, brushing their teeth, chewing before swallowing, or wearing underwear.
Brushing their teeth.
I feel like I'm going to go with underwear.
I'm on underwear.
I was right.
Underwear?
Yep.
Yeah.
Next time you go swimming, make sure to not get any water in your mouth. This percentage of adults admits to peeing in a public swimming pool. 40%, 28%, 15%, or 11%.
40.
40.
Yeah,
Admit
40.
to
40.
peeing in the pool.
40.
Yeah.
40, yeah.
Do you guys ever swim and just
Were we right?
gurgle some water? Yeah, you're right. Gurgle some water, just like squish it in your mouth and
No.
spit it
No.
out in the pool.
That's
Have you
rare.
ever
I
done
go in a
that?
public pool, man.
What's it?
Any pool.
Was that what dodgeball? The guy talked about. He like that. He was like, I like drinking urine. It's sterile. I love the taste.
It's so fun. You should consider eating your own boogers. Scientists have found that boogers may help give you stronger hair and nails, strengthen your immune system,
Collagen.
aid with digestion, or reduce stress.
I was gonna go with immune system.
I will jump on the immune system train.
So far, you guys are 3 for 3.
Yeah.
The most weight ever lifted by a vagina is
What?
A, 8 pounds,
No.
B, 62 pounds,
Oh, come on.
Maybe.
C, 31 pounds, or D, there is no such record. Only an idiot would attempt this.
How could I can't even imagine how you do
I'll go 30. Just
How can you lift it with just your vagina and not use your legs or anything?
Guinness World
There's a
Records.
record for everything,
Yeah.
so I'm going to go with 31 pounds. There's a record for
I'm
everything.
gonna say no.
31 is correct.
Yes!
Fuck up.
Travis,
I wanna
we're killing
see-
it.
I want to see the person that did this because
Go
like,
to
I don't understand.
consumptionjunction.com or crazyshit.com and it's on there.
I don't know that you actually do want to see that. 'Cause
Yeah, you're right. That with the cake fart porn, I don't want to see, Travis. Thank you. Thank God I have Travis in my life. I'd be totally out of it.
What the fuck is the cake fart? I made a shirt.
You remember the cake fart porn story? I told you.
81% of surfaces in a hotel room have traces of this on them.
Oh boy.
Urine, blood, sperm, or fecal bacteria.
Fecal bacteria.
Fecal bacteria.
Has to be, right?
Ooh, yeah, I guess fecal bacteria.
Yeah. People be scatting all over each other.
God, we're
All right, so not to interrupt, but we were talking about Tom Segura being some of our favorite comedians on the break.
Yeah.
And one of his early bits for I think probably his first Netflix bit was he was talking about, he's like, when you go and have go to a hotel with your significant other, that you like kind of defile that hotel room, you have hotel sex. He's like, I stay in hotel rooms all the time by myself. He's like, but I do the same thing. And he's like, so what I do is I rub my balls all over the curtains because because I know they don't change those. He's like, so think about that the next time you want a little bit of sunshine.
Oh man!
Thanks for putting that out there for everybody to do.
He is fantastic. By studying its atmosphere, scientists have found that the planet Uranus actually smells like warm vomit, onions or stinky armpits, rotting fish, or farts.
Farts.
Yeah, we go
sulfur,
farts
right?
For the methane and sulfur.
They're not hard questions.
We got everyone.
Yeah.
Now this
Let's
is
go to
where
some
it's going to
music.
get hard.
Let's go to some 2000s music trivia.
I think if this isn't metal, Charlie and I might suck at this.
Yeah, right. Charlie's good at everything.
Or boy band.
Which group had hit in 2005 with Feel Good Inc.?
Gorillas.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good.
In which year did Lady Gaga release her album The Fame?
2007.
I'm going to go with 2008.
8 wins.
I had no fucking idea.
Alicia Beth Moore is the real name of which
Pink.
singer?
Pink.
Johnny Buckland is the lead guitarist of which band?
Johnny Buckland.
Yeah.
Goo Goo Dolls.
No.
Damn it.
2000.
Oh
give me a
shit!
second.
Hold on.
Multiple
Give
choice.
us the choices.
Oh yeah.
Snow Patrol, Fall Out Boy,
Fall Out Boy.
Coldplay, Taking Back Sunday.
Taking Back Sunday.
Coldplay was right. In which year did Kanye West release the album College Dropout?
Oh man,
2003.
I can't even say what I'm thinking.
2005.
2001. 2002.
2004.
Damn. That was so close.
Which artist recorded the song The Remedy in 2002?
Black Crowes.
Brad Paisley, Toby Keith, Bruno Mars, or Jason Mraz?
Jason Mraz.
Pussifer.
Jason Mraz.
I mean, they did record.
Correct.
They did record a song called The Remedy.
Yes.
It's not the right year.
Yeah.
All right, let's go do some sports here real quick. Put these NBA All-Stars.
What? All stores.
All stores.
All stores.
In order.
Come on, I'm the one 3 beers in. You're missing
All stars.
In order of height from the
Procedurals.
shortest to the tallest.
Height.
Yep.
Shortest to tallest.
Okay.
Manute Bol, Spud Webb, Scottie Pippen.
Wow.
Colleen.
I have no idea who. I know Scottie Pippen is a name. I don't know any.
Bud Webb,
That's
Scottie
so-
Pippen, Manute Bol.
Yeah, that's so easy. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That was
Too easy, right?
pretty easy.
so easy.
I kind of meant that for Chris. Sorry. Put these jersey numbers in order from lowest to highest. Brett Favre, Derek Jeter, and Dennis Rodman.
Favre,
Rodman,
Jeter, Rodman.
Wait. Oh man. What was Rodman's number?
81.
81 or 50.
Okay.
It was 81. No, Rodman was 91.
91.
Damn.
Favre was 4.
Did you ever watch the documentary on him that they did?
Yeah.
Of the Bulls or of him himself?
Well, they did a specific one of him. And
Yeah.
God, he was fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's out of his mind.
Who vomited in the lap of Japan's prime minister in 1992?
George Bush.
Really?
I did not know that.
George Bush.
When I saw that, I was like, holy shit. Who was the victim of the Olympic scandal? Whack heard around the
Nancy
world.
Kerrigan.
No whacker around the world.
I'd never heard it called that, but I remember that story because my mother watched that story intensely.
Everybody
and
did.
hated Tonya Harding. Tonya Harding, she's gone to porn. She's done every.
I was
she's
about to say,
celebrity
has
box.
Anybody seen that? It was horrible.
Was it really bad?
The porn? Yeah, no.
You actually watched the real porn? The real porn of her?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
I haven't
Of course you
seen it,
have. What am I
but now,
thinking?
out of curiosity, it's going to be found.
It's awful. It's awful. Don't watch it.
Sometimes you just have to watch even bad stuff. Sometimes
I have done that a lot.
When the internet first came out, high speed at Consumption Junction. You ever heard of that?
Oh yeah. Ogrish, all sorts of weird shit.
I used to text or email stuff to Jared and them at college, and then I'd call them up, go, "Hey, check your emails," like AOL. Check your email. I sent you a link, and they click on it, and you hear, "Oh man!"
So you know the news junkie that's on 104.1.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So Sean, like the main host from it, the news junkie, he actually used to be like the content host for Ogrish, which is one of
that was one of the
worst,
really bad.
One of the worst things you could
I
ever
did
go
not
on.
know
Like,
that.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
He talked about it on Tom and Dan, and I was like, God, how are you the content host for that? Because that was fucking awful.
It's awful.
Yeah,
but I had to click and look at stuff.
It doesn't exist anymore, thank God. But no one ever try and find it.
Hey, do y'all know how a 90s spelling bee? Just spell the name. We'll give you a couple tries here. Michelle Pfeiffer. Do you know how to spell Pfeiffer?
It's P.
H.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Pfeiffer.
Really close.
Well, I think you need an extra E.
He had 2 E's.
Yeah.
Maybe an extra I at the end.
P-F-I.
F-I-E-R?
I can't believe I never thought about
F-I-E-R?
this.
Yeah. I don't know.
Why are you laughing so hard?
Fucking Magnum PI over here. P-I? P-F-E-I-F-F-E-R. You had it.
F.
You just need an extra F.
2 F's.
Good job, Travis.
God damn it.
Wow, if you write it down and look at it, it looks fucking terrible.
That's why I picked it, man. I was like, I don't know. They're not going to get this one. It's ridiculous.
It gives me a headache. I'm scratching out.
In the Spice Girls, who was Mel C, better known as?
Scary Spice.
That's
Posh
Mel
Spice.
B.
Nope.
Baby
Sporty.
Spice. Sporty Spice.
Who was
Science Spice?
What is the Mel B
Dinosaur Spice
known as?
Scary Spice.
How do y'all know that?
I don't. I'm just
She was
guessing.
on America's
knew
Got
it.
Talent.
Steven Spice.
Mel B.
Okay,
I always thought she was
Jennifer Aniston, she had that hairstyle.
The Rachel.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were asking. Was that the question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I thought you were just about. You were lost
That's
in
all I
thought or
got.
something. Thanks, man.
Oh man!
I
And
like these questions.
We didn't mention
Yeah.
Chris had to leave after break, but
Yeah, he just he's been silent this whole time.
That's
Yeah.
true.
We
Right?
turned his whole mic off.
He just gave up.
he's sitting in the corner. I don't know shit about sports ball.
Travis is taking all my mic time.
Sports ball is dumb.
Talked about sports for 20 minutes.
Where
I
did
can
his freaking mic go, anyways?
I removed it.
Okay.
I didn't want to pick up the sound.
Sports ball. Me.
I'm leaving.
I'm out of here. He ain't even in our league.
Get on my boat. And
He's
drive
not.
home.
I got a boat. He's not even in our fucking fantasy football league.
I know.
Damn it.
He's on the podcast.
I
know
just
he's gotta
assumed
be
that
there.
he
Do
would
it for
just
fun.
Just for fun. I assumed he would
What
do
a
it for fun.
dick that guy. Let's talk about him.
Oh my god.
Let's talk about him the whole time right now behind his back.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
Chris,
I
I
feel
love
like
you.
he's
Don't
in
listen to this.
Math,
nonsense.
science, space, sports ball. What a jerk. I'm just kidding.
Is there a way to do a fantasy rocket launch?
Like,
Like,
I'm
we, can
kidding.
just guess it? We just have to guess if they launch on the right day. Will it go
I'm
off
in.
on the right day?
I want to join that. I want to be a part of that.
Just kidding, Chris. I love you.
No, we all love you.
Oh my god, I can't.
I want to go out on that boat with him.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You gotta give him a few more.
give a couple more runs.
It got worked. He had a mechanic work on it. A good one.
He
you
brought
know?
Chud out there, and Chud's
And
fucking
they-
national treasure. If
Exactly.
he loses
They went
him,
out there. Yeah. And
He's a national treasure.
you know, he's a great guy.
You can use Chud's name because it's not his name.
Yeah, exactly. Don't you fucking lose him now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
You bring Scott, we're good. Like, whatever.
just a few more times before I'm trustworthy.
Okay.
Of riding with him.
All right.
I think we all should get on with him.
I would be down to go on a boat.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love boats.
On a boat. Plus, he's got the tow service.
I've
Just
only-
in case.
I've
We'll
only had one-
podcast on the boat.
I've only had one severe boat injury, so I think we're safe.
Well,
Tell
we're
us
gonna,
about it.
we're gonna need to know about this real quick before we go.
Yeah, tell us about this.
If you look at the scar at the bottom of my left foot, that's because getting up out of it's right there. It runs
Yeah.
along the bottom line. I was wakeboarding and I went to go get up out of a boat and I slipped when they started the boat and it sliced my foot open.
Oh my god, of course.
Jesus.
That's my only boat injury. That's pretty
Not-
solid.
that's not too bad,
That's not
actually.
too bad, yeah. No.
I've only been on a boat 2 times, but that's it.
Yeah, I was about to say
Not a lot
you
of
got to
boat.
play the odds on that.
The craziest thing that happened to us.
Allison also had basically her entire foot chopped in half by a boat, but I was not involved. With
Well,
that.
I can't wait to go boating with you guys.
Jesus.
When we have up in Kentucky, the lakes, everybody has a boat, a pontoon of some kind or some kind of boat. And back when jet skis first started coming out, like we weren't super fast, but they didn't have much control at first. Like when you're doing a power slide, you could easily fall off the thing or it could tip over. I mean, it didn't have the stability that they have now. And every like Labor Day, and we'd go and rent a cabin, and it would be all of my stepdad, Rusty, his family would rent a cabin, and all their kids, and they had a boat at the dock, and we'd go and family time, right? They decided to get a jet ski. We get a jet ski. My cousin, I guess Danielle, gets on the jet ski, and she decides it's going to be a good idea to spray the boat because she saw other people whipping and spraying water.
Yep.
So we're in the water swimming. Okay, we're in the water and on the boat. So there's 12, 13 people total. There's like 3 or 4 boats, around. She comes up and tries to spray and loses control and like panics and just runs right into the front of the fucking boat.
Oh my
Like or into the side
Shit.
front side of the boat. We're all like swimming out of the way, getting out of the way.
Oh,
Nails the
Lord.
boat, breaks like $1,000 damage. We have only had this thing for 15 minutes or so.
I'm picturing you swimming away.
Yeah, I'm probably 12 or 13 at the time, and and just panicked.
Damn.
Okay, well, maybe not go on a boat adventure with Chris then.
I know
Not
this
yet.
makes me. I really don't want to
Fuck the
go.
boat.
Honestly,
Y'all know what happened to me on the boat
Yeah.
not long
I'm not
ago.
like
Yeah.
a fan of
I've
boats.
got,
Shout out,
I've
Javi.
got a lot of fishing poles. We can leisurely fish. How about
Yeah,
that?
Yeah.
off the edge. All right, what do we got this weekend? Anything?
I got the kids. I think we got some. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend really.
Yeah.
I'm off all weekend.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I know.
I've got Friday for Brix's 5th anniversary. For
That's
the
right.
First
You guys got
weekend
that
day
coming up, right?
It's
This
it's
week.
now.
This week
all
is
this
Brix's
week. Okay, that's
anniversary.
right.
Yeah.
All this week.
Friday will be the first weekend day, so I'll be there, and then I'll be there down at Hardware on Saturday, and then Colleen and I'll be there on at Hardware tomorrow.
Thursday.
Or,
Yeah.
sorry, Thursday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Hey, our
Come see us.
Facebook group's been fantastic, man.
yeah.
Like really,
Yeah.
so active. Appreciate everything.
There's no fucking like arguments or nothing.
We've had-
Everybody's fucking cool.
It's really nice.
Love that.
It's really, really nice.
I like that vibe, man. It's good.
Yep.
I like
Keep
it
that
a
going.
lot.
I like a lot. All right, guys. We'll try to get another one in next week. And,
Yep.
Until next time.
Bye. Love you.
Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright. Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright.
Dude, that's just killer. Oh, dude, that was awesome.